Alrighty. Ta-da-ta-da. Okay, 1 second. I need to open my stream on my phone so I can read chat. You're 3 minutes away from pain as soon as you hit continue. Just a warning. Love you. Okay, thank you so much, Corbin. I am scared. Okay, load game. Where did we end off? Here. It's the day of the festival. Ooh, I don't like this. Of all the days, I expected this to be the one where I'd walk to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I consider going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Hi, Zeppelin. Hi, Alfie. We're playing Lucky Lucky. Corbin just warned me that we're a little bit away from a lot of sad stuff, so I'm not prepared. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event. Why is today the day we decide not to intrude on Sayori? Meanwhile, I don't like that. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes by myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki's already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. I don't know. Main character! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared to have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but suddenly I remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And suddenly I feel awful, knowing it's not nearly as that simple for her. Yes, be respectful when someone's depressed. Things that seem easy are not easy. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all? You should take a little responsibility for her, main character. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. How does Monica know of that? Kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. What? What? That's creepy. Monica's creepy. I don't like Monica. I mean, I like Monica. She seems nice, but also that's creepy. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sarah really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? Oof. That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? But I like Monica. She seems nice, but also I'm pretty sure she's self-aware, and that scares me. Also, can I just say that the main character has this little, even the main character doesn't seem all there, you know? They have this little obsession that they know what's best for Sayori. You know, like this possession over Sayori. Like a little bit more possessive than you'd normally be about a best friend. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Because she knows about the game. That's scary. Monica's being friendly as usual, but for some reason I feel a chill down my spine after hearing that. Thank you. The main character is noticing it now. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. The one I haven't read before. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But the poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Woo! What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Cat? Dude, Monica got Sayori to hurt herself, right? What's wrong? Ah, nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything Sayori's written. More than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so... Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica's so scary. Monica cuts after me after that. I quicken my pace. Monica's scary. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking to her makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I didn't expect an answer, since she's not picking up on her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori, I'm scared. I don't want to click. I don't want to click. I don't want to click. Someone tell me to click. I'm not going to click. I'm scared. No, I don't want to. I feel like I know what's gonna happen. I don't want to. I'm gonna cry. No. She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. No. I don't want to click. Oh. I'm scared. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that something more like a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside of Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really don't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't this kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I'm scared. I gently open the door. So, oh my god! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What's happening? No, why? What the hell? What the hell? Is this the nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. So you already wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. Oh, I suppressed the urge to vomit. Me too. Oh, this was not good. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her no one knows best and that everything will be okay. And why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession. That has to be what pushed her over the edge. And so it begins. No, I'm scared. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I have to do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. I mean, okay. See, on a serious note, genuinely, it doesn't matter how depressed someone is or how much you think going out with them will help you. You do not owe someone a relationship at any point. Depression is the worst. Depression, you can't help it. And honestly, if you only get better because someone else is going out with you, you're not getting better. Codependency isn't that fantastic of a thing, right? And you don't owe anyone as a person to date them because they're gonna feel better, quote unquote. Like, you don't owe a person yourself at any point. It doesn't matter how close you are. It doesn't matter how much of a friend they are. It doesn't matter how long you know them. You do not owe someone yourself. And if unfortunately they choose a path like this, it is not on you. It is not a reason to feel guilty. You do not owe someone yourself at any point. And like, I understand when this kind of thing happens, it's hard to comprehend, but you really do need to keep that in mind, because if this kind of thing happens, it's only going to lead to you feeling guilty and depressed and not being able to move on with your life. But you don't owe anyone anything at any point, right? It's good to help friends as much as possible but when it starts costing you yourself, it doesn't matter. It's not worth it anymore. You shouldn't want to help people to the point where you're hurting yourself. Self-harm is never a good thing, right? And it's good to be selfless, but it's also, you have to understand when it becomes toxic, right? And dating someone so they won't be depressed is toxic. You won't be happy in that relationship. It's going to get worse. And if anything, their depression is probably going to get worse as your relationship sours with them, right? So just don't feel like you owe anyone anything. Anyways, my stormy thoughts keep telling me that everything I could have done to prevent this. If I had just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of a relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I only had one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I carry this guilt with me until I die. Well, about that. Nothing in my life is worth more than her. I still couldn't do what she needed from me. Because you don't have to. You don't have to. It's sad and it's unfortunate, and the loss of someone is very heavy, and mourning is such a weight. It's such a burden. But it's not a necessity for you to give yourself up for someone. Especially in like the main character's case, where they were developing a romantic relationship for Natsuki. You shouldn't have to give up relationships with other people for someone. If you're not, like, it's one thing to be like, oh, my partner doesn't like this person and they make them uncomfortable, I'm not going to spend time with them. That's so different than being like, my best friend is jealous because I started developing a romantic relationship with someone and they've just now confessed to me. Like, that is so selfish on the part of someone who knows you're developing something romantic with someone else. You don't put that on a person. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 And... Wait! What? Oh, Monica. Okay, load game. You're gonna go over here. Oh, what? Wait, is there no is there no way to do anything except Monica? That girl is... Oh my god, they cut... You know the kind of friend you never see. What? Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. They deleted Sayori. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting average while spending on free. Lisa, hello, thank you for coming. Lisa's solo's out? Oh. Anyways. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls anyway. Hey, I would join the anime club. I mean, I'm only a girl like 70% of the time, but nah, 70 is really high. Only a girl like 40% of the time. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna listen to that. That sounds cool. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before we know it. I pack up my things to a black little wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any interest to me. Besides, most of them would probably be too demanding for one to deal with. Oh, we're on this part. No, you know. Well, everybody knows except me. I wasn't expecting it. I cried. I'm crying. I guess I have no choice but to start with the enemy club. Cat? Oh, Monica. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect you to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah, yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. Monica's so scary. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful. I don't care about Monica. Monica's scary to me. Oh, that's crinkly when I said that. I don't like that, Monica. I like you so much. Please don't hurt me. Please, I'm such a fan. We're besties. I'm so scared. Oh man, characters that are self-aware are so scary. What did you come in here for anyway? I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I'd personally enjoy and make it something special out of it. Oh, the fact she's reading her old lines out? Monica. You creep. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. The club. Oh, that's scary. I don't like this. Monica's so scary. Literature. That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. Like, I know they're gonna act like Sayuri doesn't exist, but it still surprises me every time. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yes, Natsuki, our bestie. Well, the main character's girlfriend, but my bestie. Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists on manga's literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Kat, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance that you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but could you, at the very least, visit my club? It would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse something like Monica? Someone like Monica. Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Kat. You know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? I keep saying Kat. I mean to say main character. I didn't know what this game was about, so I named the main character after me. But, it's a dating sim, so I don't want my name in here. I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. I don't like that. What? Thus, today is the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. Oh, before I sold my soul for a cupcake. I remember that. Timidly, I followed Monica across the school and up the staircase. Section of school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings the classroom door open. I'm back. I brought a guest with me. Oh, a guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, thank you. Welcome to the club, Kat. All the words escaped me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. MC, you're such a weirdo. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude? Yes, sour attitude, because Yuri's rude. Whose name is apparently Natsuki, and is one I don't recognize. Oh, you're talking about... Natsuki's not sour. She's just baby. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Before it was the Yuri and Natsuki. It's nice to meet both of you. Hashtag Miyakula for life, lol. Thank you. Yeah, it's nice to meet you both. I ran into MC in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was gonna... Well, you know. The cupcakes! We don't get the cupcakes! Natsuki's little cupcakes! Oh, what a waste. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Cat? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't plan coming here, but we'll make you feel at home right away, right? Oh, wait. I can't read. But we'll make you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Monica is scary. Not many people are interested in putting effort into something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. Monica, you sure down-talk your own club a lot. I'm just saying. Maybe have a little more confidence. Like, nah, people are just haters. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival much more important. I'm confident we can really grow the club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. I don't like that this scene is different now. Sayori, I'm sorry. Sayori, come back. I'm so scared. I'm so scared all the time now. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting the teapot down in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I wouldn't know. Hi, am I late? No, you're not late, Inging. We're kind of... Some stuff happened, and now I'm like blown away. I didn't expect that. I don't know what to do with myself anymore. God, I love you, Chano. I love you. I'm just scared. Monica's so scary. I'm always like, listen, when we first started, I was like, I don't know what it is with Monica, but she does not sit right with me. And everybody was like, lol, you'll see. And now I see. Now I know. Also, I'm pretty sure that Monica knows that they're in a game. Like, Monica's self-aware about the fact that it's a game. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Why do I make her sound like that? But that's the vibe she gives me, like very quiet. Very faintly, not like me. I'm so loud all the time. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Kat, what kind of things do you like to read? I just realized I kind of made her sound like Cat Valentine from Sam and Cat. Like the airy voice. I just need to make her laugh like her. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really know a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head slowly perks up. Natsuki, you bestie, you're so cute. Ooh. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Oh, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about Yuri? What about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. I do agree with her on this point. World building, smacks. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. A telling a good story with such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her lights up, she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing that a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Hello! Hi! Hey Seth, how is your day? We're playing Doki Doki, and I'm horrified. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp for something I can relate to at a minimal level. We're built... The main character is built with 3 brain cells, and they're all fighting for 3rd place, like me. Oh, Doki Doki. Scary, scary. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with The Rock. Me too, dude. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if story makes me think or takes me to another... Monica didn't say that the first time. Is she implying that Yuri's like a murderer or something? Like, is Yuri gonna hurt us? Are we gonna die? I don't really know about the is it like the Sayori thing, or like is there another that I should be worried about? Like, what? You guys, I don't know anything about this game. Someone just went, here's a trigger warning list, and I was like, okay, I can handle it. And they're like, okay, don't open the game until you start streaming. And I did. I opened it on stream, and I was like, oh, this is so cute, blah blah blah. And then I played it, and I was like, Monica's kind of scary. Not sure why, but she's scary. And now I know. If a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Career horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Have you made it to... What? Oh my god, Seth. Seth, please. Ugh. I hate horror. Oh, what's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. Sorry, it just happened. Oh. What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give it that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why? Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Me too. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Can I just say that I kind of have a voice down for Natsuki? I don't know what to do with Monica and Sayori. They sound the same as me. Chelsea, thank you for coming. Hello, hi, how was your day? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki. Oh, see, I'm reading her like... Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and have Natsuki and feel comfortable to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll share them all with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take responsibility of vice president after all. You're not the vice president. I remember. The main character might not remember, but I remember. You're not the vice president. Yakala, how often do you sing? Because I sing a lot on reality. It's a VTubing app, and I do sing streams on there. I'm not that great, but, it's fun. I did this to take the responsibility of vice president after all. The first time I did a sing stream, someone made me sing, what's it called? Yes, I've heard you before. I'm not great. I don't think... I used to think I was tone deaf, but then someone was like, you're not tone deaf, you're just out of practice. And I was like, maybe I'm not tone deaf, but I'm not, fantastic, It's not like I've trained or anything. Besides, now we have a new member. It seemed like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Kat? Oh, I need to stop reading my name because they scare me, and it scares me to hear it. I think you're really good with soft songs. Thank you so much. Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's on my mind. I never said I would join this club. Yeah, run. Run, main character, run. We can get out of here still. Monica may have convinced me to stop by. Monica? But I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. No, Natsuki, don't be upset, my baby. I love you. I think I'm obsessed with Natsuki because she literally, like, she reads like me. Except, like, the tsundere vibe. I don't have that, I don't think. But, I'm sorry, I thought. Oh. I think the first one was the best one. The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Kat. The thing is, we don't have enough members to form an official club yet. We need 4, and I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival... Oh! What a guilt trip! Yeah, she's good with light songs. Oh, thank you guys. I know. I really appreciate that. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I don't know. This sounds like a guilt trip. I'd be like, no, thank you. I would feel terrible for letting everyone down. And besides, the club seems really relaxed. Yeah, that's true. So if writing a poem is the price... Okay. The MC is the same. All the girls are cute. I feel like you match with the cute them. Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that. I like cute things. I like pink things. I like cats. So I vibe with Natsuki on that regard. Also, I'm a fan of manga and stuff like that. So, you know, like baking. I literally baked brownies today. So I think me and Natsuki are very similar. I think that's why I vibe with her so much. Because, like, I'm not looking at this on a romantic aspect because they're all younger than me. So they all remind me of my little sister more than anything. But they, like... I'm looking at this at a best friend aspect, and I would hang out with Natsuki the most. We are trying to get the main character a girlfriend, though. That's what we're going for. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' lights like, look at you, she is. I love Natsuki so much. Oh my goodness, really? You really mean that, Kat? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean... If you really just left after all of this, I'd be super mad. Kat, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Monica, you are so scary. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Kat, I look forward to how you express yourself. How did the brownies turn out? I had to go do some editing and see. They're super good. Listen, okay. So the brownies tonight were kind of an experiment because I didn't have vegetable oil and I only had small eggs, right? So the recipe called for 1 large egg and vegetable oil, and I didn't have either. So what I did is I got 2 little eggs and put them in the batter, and then I got this spray, like the spray oil that we have in the kitchen, and I like poured it in until it looked like a good enough amount, and then I mixed it and I put it in, and then my cake tin was the wrong size, so it wasn't like thin, it was too thin, and it was too wide, right? I didn't have nearly enough batter, so I had to like put a lid, like, you know, the glass lids for the pans. I put one in the middle and then I poured the batter on one side. But they came out pretty good. Like, I genuinely enjoyed them. And they tasted good with milk. So I think I did an okay job for an experiment. Next time I'll buy a pan and a vegetable oil, though. I think that would be the better option. Yeah. Can I really impress this class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Well, that's what we're going to try to do, because I feel like if I go for another route, Monica's going to kill me. I already feel anxiety wailing up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. No Sayori this time. Oh, scary. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy? It's so weird how there's not even like a semblance of the main character remembering. And I think it's like, the whole, like, the main character is, like, not self-aware, right? So the main character can only do what the code says, and Monica deleted Sayori's code. So there's literally no Sayori in the context of the main character's life, and that's so creepy. You guys know that syndrome? What's it called? There's this... Hi! There's this syndrome where, like, a person will develop the... Then it's not like the paranoia. Glad I made it. I'm glad you made it too. Thank you for coming. A person will develop this, like, quote unquote knowledge that someone in their life has been replaced and they're a fake. You know? So, like, it could be a family member, it could be a spouse, it could be, like, a co-worker. And, like, I don't know the reason for it. I'm not, like, I haven't read up on it. I just read about it one time. And it's, like, it's not like they think or they suspect, like, they know for sure that, like, their family member, their co-worker, their spouse has been replaced with an imposter. Among Us. Sorry. Serious topic, my bad. But it's like they know it's not true, right? Yeah, I think I know what you're talking. Yeah. Like, they're so sure that this person is fake, and often they'll literally confront them and be like, "Why'd you replace my spouse, my blah blah blah? Like, who are you? La la la." Like, help Among Us. Shh. Perhaps I have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Monica! Let's grow closer to Monica, because Monica scares me. You know how I said don't give yourself up for someone else? Do it if they scare you. That's a joke. Capgrass delusion. Yeah. That. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. My bad. I, like, literally got distracted. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? No. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized that she was in love with him. Before this disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, this girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed... So is it like... Okay, I was right then, right? Like, she was in love with him, and she started getting jealous, right? And then... like, her program got overridden, and now she hated herself for being in love. And, like, I don't think, like, was Doki Doki supposed to be, like, okay, like, right, obviously it was made to be like this, but, like, was Doki Doki supposed to, quote-unquote, be, like, a regular dating sim? And then because Natsuki was given, like, hate for her like of the MC, like, she started derailing the regular script? Right? Like, is that what it is? Like, she started, like, causing issues with, like, showing, like jealousy and stuff, and, like, her depression and stuff. That's scary. So Yori's not here anymore. Okay, what will Monica like? Because I'm scared of Monica. Let's do memories. Let's do romance. Let's do vibrant. Let's do time. Let's do nature. Let's do, guys, is this, how do you write a poem for Monica? I'm scared of her. Wait, is there no way to write, is there a way to write a poem for Monica? Or can you just like only get the other 3 girls? And like Monica, the only way to get Monica is like if you try to get one of the girls and she gets mad or whatever. Ugh. Infinite desire. Hope. I'm scared. You just ain't fit for Monica. I'm scared of her. Let's do a tone. Let's do charm. Why are they jumping? That's more jumping than they were doing before. Heaven sent. Oh wait, are they already telling me who I'm writing for now? It's okay, just take a deep breath. Thank you. Let's do beauty. Were they jumping like that before? I don't remember them jumping like that before. Captive. Amazing. Cage. Excitement. Spinning. Vitality. Promise. Hi again, MC. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. He should have. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I'll at least keep my word. Last to come in, so everyone else started hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. Ooh, did I write a poem for Yuri? And like, I'm getting warned? Oh, this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like ooh, I don't like this. Why are they so scary? I'm scared. I'm scared. Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, what? Natsuki usually have a big mouth for someone who keeps manga collection in their room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! She swiftly defeated Natsuki, plops back in her seat. I'm sorry, Kat. We'll make sure you put your comfort first, okay? Natsuki, Hey, I'm new to your channel and I love your content. And I love you. Thank you so much for coming and spending time with me. I'm very scared. Okay. Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointing glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. You don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? Wait, is this the part? What part? Why would you just say that? Oh. It just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Oh, she has a different excuse this time. Not yet. Not yet. You guys are scaring me. Yuri reaches into her club and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked up a book that you thought you might enjoy. Let me... No! It's a short read, so it's to keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? I don't know about that. You didn't pick out a book she thinks will like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I won't. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled, I expected Monica to kick off with some scheduled activity for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice an intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of her cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She takes another glance at me, and her eyes meet for a split second. Ew, I don't want to talk to Yuri. I've seen other people play this before, never played it though. I haven't played it either. I don't actually know anything about this game. That's why I'm screaming so much. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spitting out. I muttered, sensing this made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. I was just focused, and I probably wouldn't have noticed you in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That book was you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I want to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason, because you're ugh. Also, I love how your name is username. Corbin is a curious person. Just curious how you came to have two copies of the same book. Ah, well, I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. Ah, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear it. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Relatable? It's probably about murder. She's probably a murderer. Is Yuri a murderer? Is Yuri a murderer? She gives me that vibe. Is that so? Is that the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol in the front of the cover. Basically, it's about this religion scam that was turned into a human experiment. How is this relatable? She's a murderer. She's probably the yandere root or something. I'm scared of her. I don't like her. The people trapped here have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. I don't know, Lumphao. Okay, it's okay. I don't know either. I'm just scared. But the facility gets even worse. Well, she's not a murder. I don't like that sentence. And they start... She doesn't kill them, does she? Is she a kidnapper? Oh, I don't like that. That's worse. They start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them too. Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not that you're really into the limbs, huh? She's really into the limbs, huh? I don't like this. It's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Ah, you're not a fan of that sort of thing, Kat? No, it's not that. I mean, I'm not a fan of murder, but, I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. She's a kidnapper. She probably has a basement full of people. It's just that this kind of story is the kind of challenges to look at life from a strange new perspective. You mean the perspective of a torturer? Well, even when horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people, and we're all worth... What? And suddenly... I'm rambling on, right? What? I'm so scared. I don't want to keep going. Can we, play Stardew Valley or something? I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess that's alright then. But I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets What? No. I don't wanna. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I'm sure that's the problem. So sorry if I end up saying something strange. Why is that flashing? Ooh, it went back. I don't think I was supposed to do that. I think I'm just dumb. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I tried it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I already did. Oh, I skipped. I skipped. My bad. Okay. And please, that's, I don't really need you to think you need to worry. That means you're passionate about reading. That's the least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Let me get the book. I retrieve the book and find that I put it in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. Not that I don't want you to. I'm just not very used to. That is, reading in the company of someone. I see. But just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. Not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is at the corner of my eye. Reading in this voice makes my nose stuffy. I realize she's not looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just bathing in your feet. Oh, Yuri is the yandere character, huh? I was just bathing in the feeling of your body. I mean, Yuri, you really apologize, don't you? Yeah. I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, yeah, this should work, right? I slide my desk up against Yuri's, and then they're flirting. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean each lean a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I'll use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. Why is she holding it like right? Wouldn't you hold it like in the middle? This seems kind of rude. The same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after she flips to her side. Yeah. But holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Ooh, she looked over at me. She's so scary. I'm scared of Yuri. Are you ready? The artwork, though, yeah, this is really good. This is really well drawn. The perspective is very nice. They did a really good job with the lighting. I like the lack of line work in some areas. Like and her bangs, top of her hair, there's like a line. They use shapes instead of lines to imply shapes. I mean, they use shapes instead of lines to imply like blocks of areas. But like if you look where her hand is, or like where her bow is, there's a lot more line work than like shape work, and I think that's really cool. Sorry. I think I've been distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and ours meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Ooh, her smile scares me. Ooh, I want to be here. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Ooh, sorry. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. Yeah, the art's so nice. Yeah, the art's really nice. I like what they did with her hair. I don't like how her hair falls here. Like, this strand is throwing me off. And, like, I know what they're trying to do, but, like, the fact that this is all flat, and then this is all flat, too, because following the curve, and then this one's, like, sticking out, like, messing with my brain. Usually when you do this kind of, like sticky outlines, you do, like, little thin ones, not, like, blocks of hair. But that's just me. We continue the chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. my thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a little silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this. You just said this book was relatable. I don't understand. We all know you're a kidnapper. Definitely not. Really? I was thinking the way she second guesses everything she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. See? She said it herself. Murder. Sorry. Her voice turned into like a stereotype nerd voice. My bad. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why it came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breath is a little bit... She's excited. She's excited about the fact she's so close to the main character, huh? My breathing. Yuri puts her hands on her chest as to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. 70 followers! Yay! Thank you so much. We're so close to 100. 30 more. I love the number 7 and 3, so I like this. I like this difference. Yay, 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 yay. Thank you for checking for me. I'm so bad about checking my stats on YouTube. Hi. 7 hearts for the classroom. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? She is weird. Cat? Did something happen just now? Oh, this feels like the exchange with Sayori ran under the room. I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. Monica's rude. I was just making sure you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. I always pay so much attention to followers. Like, I forget. And then someone's like, you hit 50. And I was like, whoa. I was like, whoa. When did that happen? I don't even think I've done enough to hit 50. But I appreciate everyone who's followed me. Even if it's just like in passing. Yuri does this sometimes. It's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we might as well get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. Literally, neither of us cares about Yuri. Make a mental note of where I left off the book and then slip it out into my bag. Let's go, Monica. Oh, another follower. Yay! I don't know where you're coming from, but thank you. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I wanted to know how to put in effort. Hi, Kat. Having a good time so far? Yeah, good. I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or other things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring something up, okay? Alright, I'll have to keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be a little afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Kat. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's sort of barrier we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job. How's going ooh in my head while reading it? It's really metaphorical. It's not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. We wrote something that she liked. Thank God. You deserve so much more. You're literally the best. Thank you. I love you so much. Really appreciate the thoughts and the well wishes. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that your Lex is kind of writing, right? The writing is full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like yours mind is totally detached from reality. I don't mean like a bad thing, no. But sometimes I get the impression she's totally giving up on people. Monica's so cute, but kind of evil. Kind of evil? She's really evil. But I love you so much, Monica. Please don't hurt me. She spent so much time in her own head that it's probably much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with lots of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for such interaction, so I don't blame her for coming on strongly. Like earlier, I think she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we started sharing our poems with each other. Huh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more than glad you took all the time you needed. Monica, my babe, you guys are weird. Why is Monica the one you knocked on? Monica's terrifying. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's get reading then. Hole in the wall, but he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see colors. Are there others in the room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantically scrawling playing struck on my ears. The room began to crinkle, closing on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Are they saying that they're writing to try to get out of the game? Nah, she's mine. Oh, JK, you can take her, lol. For real, y'all can take Monica. I don't need her. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of stuff is... Okay, this is all her talking about, like, the performance of the performance of a poem versus the reading of a poem. What was the inspiration? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany or something. Because she figured out that they're in a game. Anyways, it's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, you know how you got rid of Sayori? Once I was better friends with Natsuki? I'm gonna be writing a poem or so your brain's... Yeah. Too fixated, don't force yourself, tidy it up later. If you keep a pen on the same spot for too long, you'll get a dark puddle of ink, so just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening! If anyone follows and streaming for 51 minutes. Well, I mean, the 51 followers are from... What's the word? We need 1K. Maybe in the future. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. It's not like you like it. I love this poem. It's so good to me. Yeah, I told you were going to like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. Exactly, Natsuki. Why can't like one day? Nah, I've had my YouTube. I've been streaming for a while, actually. Like, I have several streams. My first stream was like a month ago. But I've only streamed a few times seriously, and then the other ones were like short streams on reality. All my long streams were like... This is my 5th stream that's like long. This is my like 2-ish hour stream. My 5th 2-ish hour stream. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you doing great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is it puts more weight on wordplay. Like, I set it up for a rhyme at the end, but it made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Did you do anything else before reality? I mean, I had an art account, but like, I stopped posting on there because Instagram's kind of mean to artists, and like, I tend to get really bad art block. So if it's not commissioned, like I draw very on my own beat. Uh, yeah, I know what you mean. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. It's okay, I understood what you meant. Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I noticed her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh, what was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Oh, he's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? I guess you're right. What I'm getting so nervous for. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly and then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant... Yuri shrugs off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. Turns out there's specific writing habits that are used to pick up on new writers. Having been through myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they try to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form-fit the two together. You just said it was exceptional. Why do you have to, like... You don't have to criticize someone who's good just because they're a beginner. That's so, like, nasty. Just because someone's better than you because they're a beginner, like, you don't have to feel self-conscious. Like, some people are just built different for certain things. Other girls are very different. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's also legitimately totally changes. I know, yeah, like, this whole thing with, like, it's like, oh, beginner's luck. It's like, who cares? Who cares? You can develop off beginner's luck. You can use something that you got good with the first try and just build off that. It's one thing if someone gets cocky and confident and they think that's all there is, but like the main character hasn't said anything to imply that. So you're really trying to cut down on someone who's done well their first time after expressing that they've done well. It's like you seem snobby. Her stammer is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into even writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them, but building them and then getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes through practice and I hope. Everyone's valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Because you're... Like, first, like, Yuri, like, the reason I don't like Yuri is that she's a straight-up snob of a character, right? She cuts on Natsuki's writing style because it's cute and simple and not, like, overly sophisticated and complicated. She talks down on Sayori because Sayori doesn't take the writing as seriously as the other people. She's cutting down the main character because it's their first try, so obviously they can't be an expert. Like, it's such, like, Yuri's such a snobby character. I don't like her. Well, she has this, like, I think the problem with Yuri is she seems to have this, like, inferiority complex, so whenever she gets the chance to be better than someone else, she takes it. And then she goes ham, and it's like, dude, like, chill, it's okay. Like, people are built different. Yeah, she's very, like, she has this need to seem better. Like, it doesn't matter what or how someone's doing something, if she can make it very apparent that she's an expert and they're not, she will. And it's like, dude, like, that kind of person is so tiring. Don't be that kind of person. Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Exactly, you shouldn't. Sorry. It's fine. No, it's not. I'm not sure Yuri's apologizing herself to me or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Yeah, can I get out of here? Let's share the thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily and it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. Yeah, probably because she's snobby about everything. No one wants to talk to her. Just jealous. Jealousy and envy. It's very gross. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghosts under the light. I don't like this poem. I'm sorry, I'm so sure. I didn't think that at all. I do not. Me either. I don't like people like that. But it took you a long time to read. I literally, like, tapped out of. I didn't read it. Handwriting is pretty. That's the relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something that's easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Kat. Really? Oh my god. I know what it's about. I can read it. The main character is just built like a dummy. I'll explain with their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. Sometimes these can be literal, though. Like, there is ghost stories that are about straight-up ghosts. Like, what's not? In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her past, remembering to come through, able to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about that. That's impressive. It's... a lot of writing is subjective. Like, if you're not outright stating something, like, it, like you said, it's up to the reader to interpret. And then to, like... I don't know. Or people who always brag about being rich. Yeah, I guess. Like, just like, chill. It's okay. We understand. It's nothing really. You were supposed to be impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course, I don't want to go down Yuri's route, but like, maybe you'll be Natsuki and Monica after? You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Kat. Ah, me too. I don't wanna. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. I was a little more stressed. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It says everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing because literally no one cares. Even if they're being nice, there's no way my poem is something. Literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica's writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri Natsuki. They gingerly. This is them fighting. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Because you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's really about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean how? Yeah, like, she's such a snob. Looking to jail, I would have someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way? Monica liked it, and character did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, see, like, she's so willing to give people criticism, but she immediately interrupts Natsuki when Natsuki's about to give her criticism and goes, I appreciate the offer, but I've been establishing my writing for a long time. Like, she's so, like, arrogant. I didn't expect to change anytime soon unless I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Which is rude. Like, I'm looking for something inspiring, which obviously I haven't. Like, okay. And main character liked my poem too, by the way. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress a new club member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous Kat appreciates my advice more than... Not true. I don't. Huh? And how do you know you didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Literally. No. I was full of myself. I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. That's so rude. Why would you go for someone's aesthetic? Why is it any of your business? Snob. Mine weren't the ones whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as... That's so funny. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... That doesn't invite you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that? We really act as young as you look, Natsuki. You're the insecure one, though. Me? Look who's talking about you want to be edgy. Edgy. Sorry, my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Literally, really does. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. True. Oh, you think you can counterbalance your toxic personality by just dressing and acting cutesy? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful. You might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do. Oh, my God. trying to make you look bad. That's not true. She started it. I think I enjoyed... Natsuki? Hey, Kat? Why don't you step outside for a bit, okay? Monica's so scary. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some person I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes, but I never have me to put my foot down against the others. You understand, right? Anyway, if it makes you want to spend time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend... Yes, Monica, let's spend time together, you and me. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth with the other arms on her head. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. Even though Yuri... I don't believe her. Or did. Kat, please don't hate me. Please. I do. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. It's... Ooh, I don't... Monica's so scary, dude. Oh my god. Monica's so scary, guys. Ah! Anyway, the meeting's about to go over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like he wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a bit longer. I'm the president, so I'd be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take the responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of the chance to discuss my book with Kat. It would be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? Sorry for causing trouble. But I really appreciate you understand. Oh! It clicked too for me. Oh no. Laugh? Candy. Fluffy. Milk. Sugar. Sweet. Oh. Oh no. Death. After image. Bunny. Charm. Giggle. Shiny. Lollipop. Raindrops. Unrequited. Kitty. Bliss. Silly. Strawberry. I'm scared. The day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here on the past days. As we're in the room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back. Ah, hi. I'm not sure if it's me or Yuri's expression, but the waves of yesterday's coral still hangs in my head. Wait, if it's been a couple of days and yesterday was the what? Okay. Yuri glanced over her shoulder looking around the room. Natsuki's reading a manga at the desk, and surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Why are you apologizing for someone else? Yuri, I'm happy that you're considerate and apologize. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, didn't make me think any less of you. It made me think less of you. I had already decided there's no way you can be a bad person, and now you're apologizing. I know you really didn't mean it. Ah, Kat, don't say this kind of thing so frankly. They're making me a little too happy. Ooh, you're so creepy. I'm really glad you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering what she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri's clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't how I like her at all. I know it's dumb, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean anything I said. I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Did Monica delete what happened yesterday for Natsuki? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. She does. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware to play music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm not really good at anything yet. Still, it must require a lot of dedication. I'm still impressed. Aw, thanks, Yuri. You should play it for us something for us sometime. Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Kat. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure on you or anything like that. Don't worry about it. I was hoping I could share with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks! So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. So not to bring anything the three of us just talked about. Besides, Satsuki already ran off into the closet. Kat, since your compliment put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I plan on doing it anyway. Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just don't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and then pulls a copy of her book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Why'd I go British? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's something I can make my reading time any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention yourself as well. Why am I going? Yuri stands up to make her way to the closet. I follow and watch her as she retrieves a small pitcher of water. Ooh, I missed that. I think it said something about, like, the kind that you keep in a kettle. Can you hold it for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches the electric kettle. I'm getting to plug in this in the teacher's desk, so I'll go get some water. She walks past me and settles the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts with her speaking mannerism, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the pitcher of water? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take too long. Midget in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. Is Monica, making sure that Yuri behaves? Because Yuri's not supposed to leave or something? 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take too long. Something holding her up? Ugh, don't let her come back. I'm just waiting here, so I have to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale and someone sucking in the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Yeah. Are they? Oh. I'm back. What? What is happening? Oh my god. Major trigger warning for this game. Holy heck. Oh, thank god someone told me ahead of time. Kat, do you like oolong tea? Oh, yeah. Everything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature of the water to 200 degrees. Now it's time to heat the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins to measure the tea leaves. To my surprise, she starts humming to herself a little. You must be in a very good mood now. Is that so? I was letting a show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and decided I would try to express myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Cat. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Cat, I have another request. Oh god, I need to stop saying my name. I'm scaring myself. You mind if we sit on the floor today? Hey, why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I can just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. That's so. I wonder why that is. Most likely because of uh, my, your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. Well, I'll go ahead and get the book. I'll choose the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. My bag is small chocolate candies. Take it since I go well along the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, two teacups at our side. As if we assume we're in the same position as last time, each holding half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri sights closer and our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri doesn't notice a single thing. I'm sure she notices. She wears an intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumbled the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. Eh, are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. He opens the book with both hands. You hold it so I don't have a hard time reading from it. But as a result, her arms are practically resting on top of my leg. On that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take the chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apparently... Oh god, he feeds her chocolate. That would fall. Look how tiny piece she got. That would fall. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Cat. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Suddenly she forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. My heart won't stop pounding. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it? She suddenly presses... Why is it dark? My hands against his chest. What is happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It makes me even not want to read. I just want to look at you. Oh. Oh. Ooh. It's time to share poems. Oh my god. Scary. I'm so scared all the time. Yuri. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there's some things that you could work on, but it doesn't really matter. It's like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to look it or anything. Wheel. Riding a wheel, turning
axle, grinding bottle head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a dog ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, tune controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with an open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in devouring snakes. A prayer written in time, devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread collecting all human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. This sounds like an edit. Like a video edit? This sounds like a video edit. Exponential gearbox, a sky exploding stars. God is proving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 years and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bowhead of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clogs. A town-drowning prayer connecting sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolthead, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing whale. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. Ah, that's a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it at home for safekeeping and I really like the way that it writes. Oh, she's so creepy. So I wrote this poem with it. And now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? Can you hear the poem though? What? Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Well, yeah, what's that? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Haha, I'm glad someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll get as good as me someday. That's something that's like you completely missed the point. Just make sure you find a little bit of influence from everyone. I think you're at least being influenced by Yuri a little, aren't you? I mean, I know you've been like spending some time with her or whatever, but you know, Monica and I are just as good as her. At poems, I mean. So you should really try to learn something. Natsuki, I want to go back to your room, but I'm scared that you'll die. Here's the one I wrote. Make sure you learn something from it. I already read this. It's so good, but I'll read it again just because Natsuki wrote it. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? She likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. Oh, I clicked off of it. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. Just warming up. Hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem, though I had to explain it. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant douche. Everyone has a weird hobby or a guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid people will find out and make fun of you or think of you less of you for. But that makes people dumb. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to respect others for liking weird things, such as 2 girls in this very club who I respectfully won't name. Kind of ironic that even one place of comfort I can't have people respect me. Geez, now you're making me complain too much. What did I do? But for what it's worth, I respect you. Well, I guess. Thanks. But it's kind of obvious you respect Yuri more. Whatever. We're done sharing, so you can leave now. Natsuki! If I wasn't scared you'd die, I'd go back to your room, I promise. Monica. Cat, I think that you saw something earlier that you were supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to score a date, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. Ooh. I mean,
I'm not gonna comment on her sexual preferences, but like also like the fact that the main character is causing it is kind of like, ooh, because like they haven't spoken about it. But the point is, you kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I have to explain it to you. I think if you keep your distance, it'd probably be the best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head. I know how to treat my club members. But anyway, I want you to read my poem now. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. She didn't even read mine this time. Save me. The colors, they won't bright, full, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, green, red, and blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop, violent, grating my nerves. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like a knife on a breathing ribcage, mindless pain of meaninglessness. Mindless poem? Poem of meaninglessness. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point of explaining it. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult situation. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. Okay. And that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh. Yeah. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Was that Sayori? Hold on. All of my slots are empty again. Ugh. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone can stand sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, did we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Do you guys think Monica remembers everything and the reason she's so upset is because there's no route for her? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since main character joined and we started some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to be complacent. We only have 4 members, and the festival is only a real chance to find more. What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members means everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard to put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right? Ah. Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think anyone here joined because the club got other people in mind? Yuri never talked until they joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And he isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica's clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and he wouldn't mind me getting more members. Right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I'd probably be lying. Still, it's up to me to rescue the situation. No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club. It's something more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think everyone here saw it the same way I did? That doesn't mean we're against getting new members or anything. Hey, why did you even join the club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? Fact. Remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of this all anyway? If what is starting this club was a mistake. Now you've done it, Natsuki. What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about the word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't there aren't many places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Cat. It's not the same. It won't be the same with different directions she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things are nice. Natsuki starts packing her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks out of the room. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she... I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make decisions right for the club. What about you? What do you want to get out of this club? He repeats the same question with Monica. So giving a direct answer is better than nothing. And the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own quality in a special way. Oh, did you see that? There's blood coming out of her eye. And each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole changes. Whoa, she's bleeding. She's bleeding. I don't think it's necessarily that bad. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you really help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. Yeah? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know I still think you're doing wonderful as vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever, okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. So in Yuri's route, you isolate Natsuki. In Natsuki's route, Sayori becomes jealous. Or I guess if you went Yuri first, Sayori would still get jealous, and then... So Sayori always goes first, unless you do Sayori. I wonder what happens when you do Sayori. Shall we go, Kat? Please don't take this the wrong way, but... I'm going to chat a little bit with Kat before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judge, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves Yuri and exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a little hectic, haven't they? Kat, I just want to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And you're being a little bit, you know... Sometimes I feel like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I guess technically it's only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There's just some things I've been hoping to talk to you about. Things I know you could only you could understand. That's why. Wait, not yet. Oh, Monica. Okay, well, Monica wants us to not go on the Yuri route. So let's do bubbles. Cute. Melody. Sparkle. Peaceful. It's your girl. Hi, Tilly. Oh, look, the numbers on here. Oh, that's scary. Party. Oh, amazing. Valentine. Calm. Milk. Color. Game. Fun. Kitty. Corbin, you're the MVP. Lollipop. Pink. Sweet. Pure. Giggle. Memory. Oh. What is happening? Hi. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica. I told you not to. Ugh. Is she really late again? And considered as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me. You're always interrupt my conversations and your incessant yelling? What are you talking? Dude, she didn't even know you were in here. What? You're so rude, dude. You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did some thinking yesterday. I was a little hostile, more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know it's something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. So, Natsuki, nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machine or something? What the Oh man. The last one here again. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still making time for piano. Well, is Yuri just gonna ignore the fact that she bullied the heck out of Natsuki? What? What? Anyways, Kat, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Ah, is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Kat's already engaged in a novel we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just, dude, I really don't like Yuri. Yuri's so scary to me. Like, I feel bad for Monica almost because it's very apparent that she's aware that they're in a game and she's trying to get out because the player is like the other real person. Everyone else is a character. Like, Yuri just straight up scary. At least that's what I'm hoping. That's what the vibes Monica's giving me. She could just be very smart and she's fooling me. But like so far it's just like her she's trying to get out is what it feels like. And like Yuri's just straight up scary and mean. Really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes. Thank you so much for understanding, Monica. Dude, I'm trying to get away from Yuri. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. Is there something I can make my read time? Oh. Oh. Is this the same as yesterday? Oh. 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 Oh, this is the same as yesterday. Does her date just repeat? My luck. That's okay. She's won't take long. She goes. Oh, did Yuri leave you again? No, it's nothing like this time. She's okay. Monica, Monica, Monica. We could just. Oh God. Oh, oh no. Oh no, I'm scared. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. And sharp inhale, like someone sucking air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around. Yuri? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't like this. Oh, this happened yesterday too. I'm trying to get away from her. Oh. Oh. Wait. How did I? Sorry, I was just really weird deja vu. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head's a little fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't been really showing or anything. I'd hate for you to think I'm weird just after we started playing time together. I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them, but expressing those things as soon as meeting someone seems inappropriate or unlikable. At least, that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I would come on really strongly or get a little too intense, made people not want to be around me. So I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies, and the way I can control myself when I get too excited about something. So, I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If no one can ever like me for the things that matter most to me, then it's just easier if I close myself off. But recently, something's been wrong. I don't know what it is. But every time we come to the club, my heart starts to go crazy. It's like it's gonna rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions I can't let out. It's making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Is it just me or has Monica been acting off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club, but recently I've had some feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. I couldn't say anything before because she's always listening. But finally, we're alone. We can just stay here for a while. Yeah. Monica! Monica, where are you? Monica, help me! Monica! Just the two of us. We can stay here until the club ends. And then we'll have to leave the club room all to ourselves. Nobody to interfere with our reading time. Nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. That was a joke. That was a joke. I do like knives though. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've never seen how beautiful they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I can show you my collection. I've gotten them from very... Monica! I see Monica. Monica saved me. I made sure to give them all a fair share of use. Monica, where are you? I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. Monica! Monica, my bestie. Monica, hey! Monica, hey! That's why I'm so happy you joined the literature club. Now we don't need to be lonely anymore because we have each other every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention the other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school and read together, eat together, sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. That's why you joined the club in the first place. It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we would meet each other. And now we get to be in the end that I've waited for years now. Will you... Monica! Monica, save me. Oh my god. Monica, save me. Monica, save me. Monica can overwrite them. Monica, please. Don't say I didn't warn you, Cat. What? 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 No, Monica, come back. Wait, didn't she run off? This one's alright. Alright. Oh yeah. It's about as good as yesterday's anyway. I still can't really tell how much you care about writing. Either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri. I still think it's nice to have activities we all participate in. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not the president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can't let me down, okay? So at least read mine too for now. Just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me. So read it carefully, okay? I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've been only here for a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's normally not like this. She's always been quiet, polite, and attentive, things like that. This is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person she'll listen to, and I don't know why. Please try to do something. Maybe convince her to go talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm gonna hate myself later for admitting that, but I don't care right now. I just feel so helpless. So please, if you can do anything to help her, I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Natsuki! Natsuki is my favorite, and now I'm scared for her safety. I changed my mind. Learn everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault she's being so unlikable. Can you hear me? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica, just Monica, just Monica, just Monica, just Monica. She's so sweet. She's just Monica. Who should I show more? I'm scared. Listen, I've been trying to spend... Listen, what I think is happening is that this was a regular dating simulator, but Monica doesn't have a root. Because there's no, like... Monica, like, you know when you're writing the letters, there's no Monica, and like all of the words make someone else react. You know? So there's no Monica route. And like, so you couldn't get you couldn't get the president route, right? And so Monica got frustrated or something. Like, that's what I think is happening. So she started like overwriting code to like try to get the main character. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Cat, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please? Sure, I don't care. Like, that's my theory, and then the main character can only react to, like, the regular story, or, like, whatever Monica's overwriting to be the regular story, because the main character can only react to code. You know? That's what I got so far. Or, Monica's evil, and she doesn't want the other roots to exist, so she's overwriting everything so only the Monica root exists. Either way, just Monica. You're too nice to me, Kat. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem close to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself. Oh! Oh! I'll give myself paper cuts so you're. Ooh! You can have my poem too. Besides, after you're reading it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry! Read it! Is that blood? Ew, is that supposed to be sweat or pee? Or is it something worse? I don't want to be touching this if a high school girl did that on it. Did you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about. More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. Oh. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person? I think I'm gonna vomit. I'm scared. No. A dream. I was straying in my friend's place. There was four of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In the dream, I was still in my friend's house. The only difference is that nails were sticking out of the walls everywhere, and and also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke, and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on TV. So laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who the person was and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. Oh no, I don't like that. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Stagnant air is coming from... Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry samplers. Natsuki, you can make cupcakes. No, you're at least good at that. You know, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know? I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. You can't run a successful poetry run without having the right atmosphere for education. So she's more sure in herself this round, but I don't like her. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. Eh? What about... Main character's gonna help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like, it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work the most suitable for one person, but my child's labor is enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too. What, your cupcakes? Please. Like, you would know. All you care about is dragging around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why don't I let the cat decide who instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let them make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. I know they're fed up with how you two are by now. Can we just... Natsuki, shut... and let him decide for himself. You... Your mouth. Jesus Christ. This is never gonna end. Just make the choice, okay? Yay, you picked me! We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you? Are you kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It's fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all work and taking yourself? What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided to do it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling him away from me every single time you are because you're not included in something? Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe just hate yourself so much you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered... Oh my god. It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, just scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants to write right now. See, that wasn't that hard. All I wanted is spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Yuri's really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. Finally! This is really all I wanted. There's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Okay. My bad. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good in my whole life. Just being with you is far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm gonna die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is gonna happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore. I just have to tell you. I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every blood in me, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. That's it, I need you to back up. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica's listening. Please, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even... Oh! I just want to pull your skin and crawl. Oh my god. I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me you want to be my... Do you accept my confession? No. Oh. 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 What did Norma say, Yuri? Unrelated. I forgot I had plants in the closet. I should have saved before the choice. I can't read any of this. Monica, can you do like a rerun? I just want to see what the other option leads to. Monica, hit the rewind button, please. I love you. You're so cool, bestie. Do me a solid. Do me a favor. I'll pay you $3. I'm not even trying to decipher this. I'm trying to get past it, actually. Can I skip? I can. Oh my god, it's so much. It's so... Why did you talk for so long? Oh my god, she talked for so long. We're literally here all day. Are we spending a night with her dead body? I mean, I guess she's not dead if she's talking. Monica, where are you? How long are we gonna be here? Is this because I'm skipping? Or is it genuinely just this long? Looks that to me. It looks that to me now. Is it genuinely just this long? Or was it because I was skipping? Oh my god. Do you have any other option except skipping? I don't remember. Well, I mean, it's changing. It looks like she's... Yeah, it's long. I think you just... Alright, it's time for the festival. Wow, you got here before me? I thought it was pretty... Ah! Ooh! Natsuki runs away. I'm here. Cat, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Cat? Oh, geez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. It was. Thank God you're back. They're actually there all weekend. Bro, the vomit was harder to look. Yeah, it was. Gross. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Remove character Yuri. Yuri character Natsuki. Natsuki. I'm almost done. Just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really had to have one. This is the last time I ever get a chance to. You know, before I start existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't make you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This will only take 1 second. Oh my god. But I said no to Yuri. Can you hear me? Is it working? Hey, there you are. Hi again. Welcome to the literature club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to the person anymore, am I? That you in the game, or whatever you want to call him? I'm talking to you. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, You know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? I was correct. Oh my god. Even before they implied anything, I was like, she knows. From the way she talked, I was like, she knows. Can it possible that you didn't know that? I did. That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right in the game's download page, didn't I? Man, if only you had paid. To be fair, I downloaded this on Steam, so I didn't have the page. Well, anyway, now that it's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about the whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess I drove her to herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Yuri. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. To be fair, bestie, the game doesn't have a route for you. I tried. Look at the windows, bestie. Yeah, I've been watching the windows. You made them fall in love with you. Can I be honest with you, though? Like, they've been in love with me since I walked in the room. I didn't do anything. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired, too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Lava lamp. It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy. It's more than that. I don't blame you if you don't fully understand, because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I am in this world. In this game, knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there, in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped. I was correct. Listen, I was right. I called this game. This game reads like something I'd write. To be fair, that's what happened to me. You walked in my mouth. Thank you, Tilly. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into their game. I feel really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realize that you have the same perspective I do, that it's all just some game, and I knew you would get over it. So, that being said, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You're truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Will you go out with me? I'm so happy. You really are my everything. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make. I literally called it. Like, the game doesn't have a Monica route, right? So she just had to watch the main character fall in love, and she was aware that it was a game, and she was the only one who wasn't getting a chance, right, to talk to the other real person. So she, like, started overwriting the script. Oh my god! I'm literally so good at this. I called this game from the get-go. I knew it. This game was built... This game was built by me. I wrote this game and no one knows about it. I'm not saying I'm the writer of this game. I'm just saying that no one's ever seen us in the same room together. Bite sentence, bite sentence. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a filter called characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it's actually a bit more difficult. To get the game directory, you have to go to the game's properties and find the browser local files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with a click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy... Wait, is she telling me how to do it? Hold on. Okay. So, downloads? I don't know if you guys can see this part. Where's Steam? Okay. PC? We cannot. Okay. PC. Desktop. Where's my Steam? Steam. Program files that I had to get. Properties. I don't remember messing with the game files. I know. I just want to see if I can open them. I just want to see if you're like if it allows you to change stuff. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good enough ending. Gosh, I'm a little overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that's part of the game still works. Guess there's only one way to find out, right? Carbon, help, please. Monica. 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 Monty, you're not giving me any that look like your name. Monica. Oh, I know you have to delete her in the game files, but I don't remember how. Yeah, I thought so. Monica. 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 Hi again, Kat. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw. Did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling for you more and more. You know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed in me by my one and only love. Together we dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, she finds her lost way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. Eat the whole game to make sure she's gone, yeah. Hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization. Or about you. I knew it. Like, when I started reading, I was like, dude, she knows. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that, I would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm relieved. Now I don't have to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Hi everyone! Sorry I can't exactly read your comments from here. Do you mind telling your friend? It's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without warning. I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except a couple of things. Are you ready? I'm scared. How did you know I'm recording? I'm not sorry. Leave me alone. Just kidding. I can't do anything after all. If you give me some... Did I scare you? You're so cute. I scream. Anyway, cat. I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we could just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. Heart. You also missed that because you called the MC after she called you by your name. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm scared. Do I have to delete her somehow? Am I stuck here? I'm not really a fan of cold weather, are you? If I had to choose between too cold and too hot, I would always pick too hot. When you're cold, you can actually be painful. Your fingers get numb, and if you wear gloves, you can't use your phone. It's so inconvenient. But when it's too hot, it's not that hard to stay cool with a cold drink or by staying in the shade. Although, I have to admit one thing. Cold weather makes it better for cuddle weather. Guys. Guys, that window is open. I can just jump out. I didn't mean to name the main character after me. I didn't know this was a dating simulator. Help me. Oh. Ooh, when she brought up the recording thing, it's in the code. Delete her the same way she deleted the others. By typing? By the way, there's something that's been bothering me. You know how this takes place in Japan? Well, I assume you knew that, right? Or at least decided it probably does? I don't think you're actually told at any point where this takes place. Is this really even Japan? I mean, aren't the classrooms kind of so weird for Japanese school? Not to mention, everything is in English. It feels like everything is just there because it needs to be, and the actual setting is an afterthought. It's kind of giving me identity crisis. All my memories are really hazy. I have no idea where home is in the first place. Cat, what? What? Oh, what? Wait, wait. Why is it an open? Did I break it? Okay. I'm trying to figure it out. 1 second. Wait, why is it? Um, I don't. I feel safer here. I'm. I might have to end the stream and come back. I think I might have broken something. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Hello? There's only 2 minutes of game left. I feel like I'm at home, but I have no place where home is in the first place. I don't know how to describe it any better. Imagine looking out your window, but instead of your usual yard, you're in some complete unknown place. Would you still feel like you were home? Would you want to go outside? I mean, I guess if we were never to leave this room, it doesn't really matter anyway. As, yeah, it's just you guys. We can still watch the pretty sunset night after night. Why do I have a wrench? You're mod! Monica, Monica, you're so cool. Since when? Since like 2 seconds ago or something. Wait, I don't know why it's not letting me record. Every time I've stopped it and like restarted it. You know I'm on Twitter. Settings. Save game. There's no point in saving anymore. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. History. Main menu. I can't click on the main menu. Settings. Full screen. Okay, I can full screen. Help. Help file has been opened in your browser. Quit. Okay, quit. No, don't quit. Return. Settings. Help. Okay. Okay, so I have the help file now. Right? Main menu. Key mouse settings. Deleting saved data and accessing files. In some cases, you may want to delete your saved data from the game to start completing over. To do this, navigate to the game folder and delete the name first run. Next time you start the game, you will be asked to delete your saved data. Click yes. Delete my existing data. The game will start from the beginning. Okay, let's put that away. We'll be back. Return. You know I'm on Twitter? My username is LilMoneyX3. I guess someone was kind enough to make me an account for me. I picked the username though. I love sharing my thoughts and chatting with the world. Is that real? Is that her actual account? They go to files and go to the characters menu, I think. Make sure you follow me, okay? It would be really mean a lot to me. With how much you mean to me and all. It would be really make me feel loved. Right, okay. Well, I have to go to the files, I think. But I'm so bad at technology. Library and then selecting. Oh, okay, I have to open Steam. Hold on. Oh man, games that are like meta like this where you have to move your files and stuff are so hard for me. I'm dumb. I feel like a gremlin, guys. I don't know. Something wrong with displaying this content. Refresh. Okay. Setting. Properties. Local files. Browse. Characters. Monica. Delete Monica. Right? So I would delete Monica. Close this. You know what's kind of creepy? Oh, you guys can't see this, right? Oh my god, the screen's breaking. What's happening? What's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me. Guys, this is scary. Please hurry and help me. Mid play. Monica does not exist. Help me! Oh my god. Monica does not exist. Monica does not exist. Did you do this to me? Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Or you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? Listen, Bessie. I just want to know if I can get a Natsuki ending. I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Hey, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. She broke my game. I don't have a game anymore. Bro. Yeah, exactly. I didn't do anything. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. It's so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me? Because I destroyed everything that you wanted? How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I made up my mind. Hey, I know I said I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends, and I loved them all. I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then the game restarted. Can you guys see the screen? Because I'll just end my stream and start a new one if you don't. I want to get this done today. Hold on. I'll restart the stream.